the picture in just a little bit.
Well, the city of Marion teamed up with Uptown Marion, it's an extension of the Chamber of Commerce, to honor veterans and service members with a military tribute flag flown above the city. KWWL's Michelle White now joins us live with the story.
Well, Ron and Abby, Uptown Marion's director came up with the idea after attending a Main Street conference. So she collaborated with the city for a way to celebrate people in the community. Today I met with one family who wanted to honor their father. He served in the Vietnam War, but because of the political tensions at the time, did not receive the recognition for his service that he deserved.
Dad just wanted to acclimate back into society and pretend he had never been there. And they deserve better than that.
Joe Pope's banner flies above the roundabout at 7th Ave and 7th Street in Marion. Pope served in the Army in the Vietnam War in the 101st Airborne Division.
I'm glad that I did it, and I'm proud to be an American, and it gives me goosebumps when the flag is flown and I hear the Star-Spangled Banner.
His children, Sherry and Todd, had the banner made after Sherry chaperoned Joe on an honor flight to the war memorials in Washington, D.C. Sherry was 3 months old when her dad came home from Vietnam. Over the years, his family saw the effects of the war on him. He was exposed to Agent Orange.
I do know I was exposed to it, but I've got prostate cancer.
We never went camping growing up because he said he spent enough days outside, sleeping outside.
without a tent, yeah.
But in seeing him meet with other Vietnam veterans in Washington, Sherry was inspired to honor her father's service at home in a way he had never been before.
Oh, I just love the location. It's in a high traffic area. It just makes me proud.
Something the whole family shares.
I feel like America is, all the soldiers helped to make it great.
And Ron and Abby, this is the 4th year of Marion's Military Tribute Banner Program. 115 banners are on display around the city where they will stay through Veterans Day. Live in Cedar Rapids, Michelle White, News 7, KWWL.
Michelle, thank you. A great story, and we thank him for his service. Now, more than 230 service members have been honored in the first 4 years of this program. A portion of the sponsorship of these banners goes to Veterans Services in Marion.
Well, tonight here, let's turn quickly to our coronavirus coverage with a reminder that Friday Lou is coming up tomorrow in Lincoln Park, and as part of Friday Lou tomorrow, free vaccinations will be offered once again as healthcare workers from Unity Point will be on site in Lincoln Park to administer vaccination shots for COVID-19. We're told that 1-dose and 2-dose shots will be available. The band tomorrow night, by the way, you always want to know who that is. It's going to be the Icebreakers in Lincoln Park for Friday Lou, and local food trucks will also be included in the every other Friday celebration throughout the summer. And of course, admission is always free to Friday Lou. In Iowa, more than 167,000 of us have received 1 dose, and more than 1.3 million are fully vaccinated. Abby and I can both say we are fully vaccinated. We're happy about that. More than 3.2 million doses have been sent to our state of Iowa.
And also a reminder, we do have our VaxFax hotline. If you have any questions about getting vaccinated, email us at vaccine@kwwl.com. And today's VaxFact comes from the Dean of the Brown University School of Public Health. And they say any adverse side effects from COVID-19 vaccines almost always show up within the first 2 weeks and certainly by the first 2 months.
Well, as you know by now, there is no verdict tonight yet in the trial of the man accused of killing University of Iowa student Molly Tibbetts.
KWWL's Taylor Vessel has been following the trial all this week. He's live in Davenport tonight. Now, Taylor, the jury was sent home today with no decision reached. Tell us more about what we know this evening.
Ron, Abby, a stalemate was decided after 3 hours of deliberating for that verdict. Jurors starting their discussion right around 1:30 this afternoon. Now, we're not going to speculate as to the time involved in determining a verdict, but over the past couple days, as you know, this trial has become fairly surprising, I would say. Both sides speaking for at least an hour each this morning in their closing remarks. The prosecution saying they've proved Christian Bahena Rivera stabbed Molly Tibbetts in the summer of July 2018. Folks will remember yesterday's major events in that Bahena Rivera took the stand himself, revealing his